supporting me. I was taken aback. I told him, Mr. President, this is now 2018, 2019. Tell him, my friend, I support you. I support the Big Four, which was his flagship then. He said, no, it's not the Big Four. Why are you not supporting me? Why are you supporting William Ruto?
Right.
I was a bit confused. I said, is there a problem of supporting William Ruto? I thought he's still your deputy. Then he said, you have to stop going to Karen and you have to stop going to the office at Harambee Annex, which is opposite office of the president. I got more confused with this conversation because there was no background on the conversation. So I told him, Mr. President, I think I'm not clear what we are discussing. Right. He said, hold that phone and don't disconnect. So remember, I'm packed. I'm in Mwea, I'm packed.
Right.
I took like 10 minutes, then I decided, let me drive. If he continues, I put the phone on loudspeaker. If he speaks, then I will pick the call. I drove. I kid you not, he did not disconnect the call. He spoke again when I was in Pangani.
Wow. From where?
From where? Then he told me, now, my friend, I am going to crush you. The conversation at Mwea and the conversation at Pangani was a clear indication that the tone and demeanor and the state of the person speaking on the other side was not the same. I leave that to your interpretation.
Right.
So when he started on the phone, I am going to crush you, it felt like, you know, these are president men.
Yes.
And you see, at the time, I had declined I was in a position in State House where I qualified for a driver and I qualified for security. Right. I had resisted because I wanted to keep my life. I didn't want someone hanging out with me. I'm out there trying to chase a girl and there's some guy there always overlooking me. So I resisted the offer from the president at the time and from the security machinery. And I also felt I had no enemies. So I told him, I think, Mr. President, as from where I sit, I cannot go back on my word on supporting William Ruto. So he repeated the words again. This time now, I've cruised past Ngara and that stuff. I remember walking directly into the then Deputy President's office and told him, what's happening between you and your boss? And he told me, there is nothing, we are okay. It's you guys who are spreading rumors around
my
here.
friend, tuko sawa.
Yeah, tuko sawa kabisa. It is you guys spreading rumors here, there is nothing.
Yes.
And indeed even said they had actually spoken with him, with his boss then. Of course, after a few months, it was now clear that
there's a divide.
There's a divide even for him.
Yes.
He started thinking that there was clearly a divide. I know the next question would be what really happened.
Right.
I have no idea. I think the problem, however, must be my friend Uhuru Kenyatta, because Gachagua was his PA. Right. They are not in talking terms. Kimani Ichung'wah, I saw him on an interview with a former colleague of yours called Enoch Sikoria the other day saying, look, the guy called me and I blocked him.